Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I really just wanted to give you lovely people my version, yeah, you heard that right, my version of a accommodation tour for those who are looking to come to Lancaster University. So I'm going to show you what my accommodation is like in hopes that it can help you in the future if you want to pick Cartmel College. So I hope you enjoy. You know when like an influencer makes a video of them, like, well, a content creator goes out the room and they have like a camera in there and it's like, oh, I've just got back, like, you know, that's what it looks like. No, I am just gonna show you what an accommodation tour is like, and I will actually be doing that, so there you go, enjoy. Also, you know, I've literally just recorded this video, so I actually haven't come back from anywhere, so it's very staged. Enjoy me trying to show you that there is storage underneath the bed. I know, storage underneath the bed. You know, that could be a thing. So let me show you what it looks like. I will not show you what is underneath there because I just need to tell you it's loads of like shit. It's just shit that I've brought with me when I moved in and there was no place for it, so I have put it all in there. My sheets from my bed, all in there. That's literally just it. So enjoy me trying to show you how to get into the storage underneath the bed. enjoy. Yeah. Ow. Why am I so clumsy? I've literally just like went like that on the bed. No. Okay. Hercules. Oh. So yeah, so like that. There you go. Lots of storage underneath here. But yeah, you literally have to move your mattress to get to there. So yeah, now you know how to get the storage underneath your bed. So we'll put a quick disclaimer right now saying that these opinions are that of my own. I'm just here to let you guys be more informed over the decision that you will be making in terms of accommodation if you are coming to Lancaster or if you are second or third year wanting to stay on campus. Now, I will say one of the biggest mistakes that I have made when it came to really picking up my accommodation is that I never saw Cartmel accommodation at all on my open day. So I would 100% recommend to actually see all the accommodation that is really there on campus, because you really want to make the most best informed decision for yourself, because this is somewhere where you are going to be for the next year, so you want to make sure that you are in the best accommodation for you. But it kind of worked in my favour, because when I was told that I was going into Cartmel, I was quite shocked because it wasn't one of my choices at all. My two choices were Bowland and I think County. If they have too many students in one college, then they may put you into another college. I will also say that I'm not technically in Cartmel accommodation. I am in graduate accommodation right now because they had too many students apply. So I am part of the rejects. Hey. You know, that's how it kind of feels in a way. I mean, it felt like that more so during freshers when I found out about it, but now I can happily joke about it, which is absolutely fine. But I will say, in hindsight as well, Cartmel accommodation is kind of the best option for those who kind of like peace and quiet. They don't like really to be there where it's busy. I will say the most if I am going to study, it is going to be in my room. I don't necessarily go to the library. I feel more comfortable in my own environment. So Cartmel accommodation is best for that. It's also very quiet in terms of how there's no lecture buildings around here. So keep that in mind, because you literally don't have random people walking past your accommodation to go to a lecture or a seminar. What can I say before I get into the nitty gritty of it all? So I will also mention that every college has a welfare team. They have a JCR as well. So that stands for something that I could say right now, but I'm not going to, because it's I don't know what it stands for. I know it's junior college or something. I hope it is that, or else, I don't know. But we have a JCR, so that is people in either their first, second, or third year, or even their fourth year, and they represent the college, and they represent what the students need. So honestly, when you do come to your accommodation in moving day, please get all the details of your welfare team. So have that in your phone with any emails that you need to get in contact with as well, just so it's very easy access for you. In terms of your JCR, I would kind of just be aware of who they are, trying to remember their faces, because it helps if you're at a college event and you see them and you need someone to talk to, they are there for you. But also, I found out this week that I don't know if every college has it, so correct me if I am wrong, but I think Cartmel has community college assistants. So those I think are like masters or like PhD students. I don't know what their role is, but I really want to be more informed about that. So I will keep you all updated about that situation. But also I would also like to mention that we also have porters with each college as well. So I will give you guys some context as well. Lancaster is a collegiate system, hence why we have colleges, and with those colleges we have a porter's lodge. So with the porter's lodge, that is where all your parcels will go to. They are really the security for that college. So if you have any issues with loud flatmates, etc. So if you have any issues with your flatmates, like being loud, I think after 11 p.m. is the cut-off. You can get in contact with your porters. They can issue warnings as well. So keep that in mind with your flatmates. So yeah. With the kitchen. Now, okay, I'm going to speak from the perspective of someone who has celiac disease. So I literally will say this for all like the celiac girlies out there. It is fucking hard to share a space with people in a kitchen environment. So I'm not here to discourage people who have celiac if they are coming to university, but I would say if you are going to share a kitchen with someone, please, please, please make them aware of your current situation. I know I have, and I've made sure that all my equipment now is in my room, so there's no element of cross-contamination anywhere. I have my own air fryer and I have my own toaster as well, just so I really don't have cross-contamination anywhere whatsoever. But please keep that in mind about a shared kitchen space. I will say with our shared kitchen, there are 2 fridges. One of the fridges were like broken, and I think we got that fixed. And then we have toaster, kettle, and our induction hob is an induction hob, it's electric, whereas I know some people have a gas oven as well. So keep that in mind when you are buying stuff for the kitchen, like your pots and pans, because mine was a induction hob and I didn't know at all until moving day, and I was really happy that my pots and pans actually worked on a induction hob. So that was a lot of good luck about that. But yeah, all I can really say is with your shared kitchen, just kind of keep it tidy. You have loads of people sharing that space, so try and keep on top of it, like with the cleaning, etc. I know from my perspective, I clean every time that I use the kitchen. Well, I've got to, but I also make sure that I clean the kitchen every Sunday. Like, my Sunday is kind of like my reset, so I do lots of cleaning in my room, in my kitchen, just to make sure that the environment that I am in is really like clean, it's safe to be in. So that's all I will be saying about the kitchen. Now, for shower. So when I have mentioned before, the shower, well, the bathroom ensuite situation for Cartmel, I've actually seen the Cartmel accommodation and the ensuite is kind of different. I would say it's more of a wet room as such, whereas mine is, it's kind of like a prison, if you don't mind me saying. I will say it does get a little bit claustrophobic in there. Like, the shower is so small as well. Like, I honestly swear to God, when I went into it the first time, I had to have the shower with the shower curtain open, because I was like, I don't like this, get me out of here, like, I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. You know, I honestly felt so claustrophobic in that shower, but I've kind of gotten used to it in a way. So the shower is different for graduate accommodation, but I know for Cartmel accommodation it's more so of a wet room. So the shower as well, something that I will mention about that whole ensuite situation is that the shower's like water pressure is not good. It's not great, but you kind of get used to it as such. Like the hot water is like boiling, and then the cold is really cold, so you have to try and find like a go-to, like something in between. But I will also say that I have all of my things on the floor because I don't know why. I will say if you are coming into like university accommodation, please make sure that you have like baskets for you. So that could easily like put loads of like stuff in there for you, which is what I am doing in my ensuite at the moment. So just make sure that if you are going to be moving into accommodation, you have like a basket with you, like maybe like at least 4 or 5, so you know that you have a lot of like good storage like for you. Because if I didn't have that, like the majority of my makeup, like my like makeup wipes, etc., like my toiletries would literally be on the floor because I would have nowhere to put them. But being on like in a storage like box as such, it's kind of helped to keep it organized in a way. But yeah, the shower ensuite situation, I will also say, let me mention this. For Cartmel accommodation with an ensuite, it is the how can I say this? The most expensive on campus. So if you are kind of wanting to make sure that if you are having an ensuite, where the location is. So I think the other ensuites are I actually don't know. From the top of my head, I know Cartmel is one of them. Filed, I think Boland shares, but don't quote me on that. Literally just check the accommodation website. But Cartmel's like ensuite, I think it's like 190, I think, that I'm paying a week. So imagine my like little shock that I came in to find that as my ensuite, and then I went to actual Cartmel accommodation and I saw that they had a bigger ensuite, and I was like, okay. So bear that in mind when you are applying to accommodation. Maybe bear that in mind if you are applying to Cartmel, just to be more aware of where you actually are going to go and what the options are, because they may put you into graduate college but class it as Cartmel. So I will say that, but honestly, the price, do I think it justifies it? No, because the whole like setup in this room is so different to like Boland accommodation, to Cartmel's like actual accommodation. Because the desk, let me say, I do not like the desk at all. Well, I like the desk because I can like store stuff in it, but the actual desk that you can get in like any accommodation in Cartmel, or like accommodation in the campus in like total really, is that the desk, let me just zoom, well, let me go back. Can I go back on this chat? Nearly broke the printer now. There we go. So the actual desk, which I have this on right now, is literally just a standard like desk like that. Like, why am I doing that with my hands? I don't know. But it's literally like I've actually gone blank on what shapes are right now. That is a rectangle. That is a rectangle. Got there in the end. So my desk is kind of like a rectangle shaped, but the actual desk would actually curve from like there, so come here, curve, and then go over there. But I will also mention that is really like the standards as such, but maybe because I'm in graduate accommodation it's different. But yeah, I feel like just to be mindful of like what you want. So like, do you want an ensuite? Do you want to share with people? Because that is an option. Do you want self-catered or catered accommodation? I know Cartmel, I think, also offers catered and shared, so please keep that in mind. But really keep that in mind for all the colleges on campus as well, because the price can also justify that as well. But I will also say you will need to have a look at all the colleges on campus to kind of get more of an understanding of it, to really understand, does the price justify what they have to offer. And I will say the location for Cartmel for me really justifies the cost, because I do love the peace and quiet. If there is any noise outside, I would 100% recommend getting like noise cancelling headphones as well, because they work. Like Sony's headphones, they are perfection. But really just be mindful when you are picking what your accommodation is going to be for your time at Lancaster, especially for that first year. What you want, like your shared, if it's like an ensuite, if you want catered, self-catered, just be mindful of what the colleges have to offer. So I got my mini fridge to really just to minimize the risk of cross-contamination. There is some things in there that I do keep for myself, so I know that people in my flat won't have them. So be really mindful. If you do want something in your room, you may have to get permission for it. So I will mention one last thing. One last thing I will mention is the bars on campus. So each college has their own bar. So for Cartmel, we have Barker's. Big up Barker's. Like, I love Barker's. It's a really chill space to have. I would say, I think the graduate college people also use Barker's as well. But Barker's is called Barker House Farm. It is a renovated old farmhouse, which I think is pretty cool, because you can see all of the old beamwork as well. So when I actually walked in, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool, it's amazing. And it is to kind of see, like, it's kind of cool to see like how a space has been modernized to have a different purpose. It's really cool to see that. And I will say that each college as well has their own pub as such. It has its own social space. My favourite social space on campus is Pendle Brew. I am not saying that because I do the work for Pendle's social media for Pendle Brew, but I do love Pendle Brew as a space. It's very relaxing. You can go and study there. I don't go to the library as much as I should, because it's like a good 20-minute walk to get into the centre for me. So going to Pendle Brew is nice because it's very relaxing in there. It's like a coffee shop. It's very nice, and I do love Pendle Brew. But I will say that any person in like the colleges can use all the different social spaces. So please bear that in mind. Anyone who is part of a college, because all the spaces are public spaces, you can use all the bars as well, and you can go to the events that all the other colleges are having on, which I think is really cool. But Barker's is Cartmel's space, so you can go there. I know Barker's has their own room that you can hire out. They also have a music room, so I think that's pretty cool. I haven't been in there yet because I don't play musical instruments. I used to play the keyboard. I used to be really good at it, but yeah, that happened. But they also have their own study spaces in that farmhouse as such, so that is what Cartmel really has to offer as well. But please keep in mind that you can go to all the other outlets, i.e. Pendle Brew, you can go to Trev's, you can go, well, Trev's is Furnace, you can go to the cocktail bar at Grisdale College. There is so many different outlets on campus that you can go to, and you don't necessarily have to just keep to your college's bar. Something that I have literally forgotten to mention as well, which is the way that you pay for your accommodation for Lancaster is via a accommodation portal. So that basically has all of your fees that you have to pay for each term. You have a deadline that you have to pay like before for those terms as well, so keep that in mind. Do put a reminder in your phone for that. But you also do have a one-off payment of £40 to your college to be part of that at the start of the year, so do keep that in mind, because I didn't know that at all. I was really shocked when I went to pay for my first term, and I then saw that I had to pay an extra 40 quid on top of my accommodation fee, and I was like, okay, I get how it is now. You know, I was like, okay, fine. But do keep that in mind when you do basically either come to Lancaster or you go to another collegiate campus, that there may be a additional fee to pay when you are on your accommodation portal. I hope you have found this video very, very useful if you are going to Lancaster for first year, or if you are a second or third year looking at Cartmel to be your home for the year. But I really just wanted to share my insight on my accommodation to really let you all know what being at university is like if you are at Lancaster Uni. But yeah, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You will be seeing more university content coming really, really soon. I have been really busy with all my readings, my deadlines, lots of societies as well. But I will be coming back really, really soon to really share more of my university experience. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I'll speak to you all soon. Bye.